Hello guys, welcome back to another brand new video. In today's video, I'll be talking about IELTS writing task 1. If you're worried about writing task 1, then this video is for you. In today's video, I'll be talking about a particular IELTS writing topic, that is bar graph. Today, I'll discuss how to write a perfect bar graph for your IELTS writing task 1. So let's move directly into the video. So the first topic that I would like to talk about is bar graph. Let me first give you some information about writing task 1. You have to complete this task 1 within 20 minutes and you have to write it at least 150 words. There may be different type of topics in writing task 1. It may be bar graph, line graph, pie chart, it may be map drawing or any other sort of thing. I will talk about all this topic in further videos, but in today's video I'll be talking only about line graph. The criteria that the examiner will be looking for is grammatical ranges and accuracy, vocabulary range and accuracy, coherence and cohesions, and task achievement. These are the 4 criteria that the examiner will be looking for, and these all contain equal number of marks, 25%, 25% and 25%. So what is bar graph? Bar graph represent categorical data with comparison. A bar graph can be horizontal or vertical while plotting. In general, you find rectangular bar in length or heights. In simple terms, IELTS bar graph represent a diagrammatic comparison of distinct variables. A bar graph is different from histogram. Bar graph is different from histogram. Let's see about how to describe a perfect bar chart for IELTS exam. There are 2 things that we will be looking for. First one is to gather the data and interpret the data, way to represent the data. So let's see what are the strategies. The first step is to gather data from bar graph. The first thing is to be done is to understand the data and segregate it according to the task. First, try to understand the bar graph, what they're trying to represent or trying to show you. Try to understand it and then try to analyze the task and data, including time scale, means the time that will be provided, or even the data, even the dates and statistic data that will be provided to you. Try to understand, analyze that data. What is the axis, define, and units? The axis is in horizontally or it is vertically. Try to analyze that, understand that, and also the units. Group the data, identify the key features. These are the things that we will be looking for in the bar graph. As bar graph structure, how to write a bar graph writing. If there is a bar graph, how to write it? First, to the introduction of 2 to 3 sentences, then an overview. Overview is a compulsory structural point that we have to, let me mark it with red. Overview has to be in a IELTS writing task 1, and overview has to be just after the introduction. Then a body paragraph, then the second body paragraph 2, body paragraph 1. 2 body paragraph, 1 introduction and 1 overview. These are the things that we have to write in our IELTS writing task 1 essay. Strategies, let me now talk about strategies and give you some tips about how to write a perfect bar graph. Read and understand the question. Identify and note the key information. Start with paraphrasing the question. The introduction that you will provide in the writing task 1, first sentence has to be something that has connection with the questions. So you can just copy the question and write it in the task 1. You have to paraphrase the question. So first, paraphrase the question. Use numeric data and explain in details. They will always provide you numerical data like years, it may be quantity, it may be percentage or numbers. Try to analyze the data and explain in the essay. Keep a watch on your word count and time. Word count is a very important one, because if you write less than 150 words, then you will lose a lot of marks. Because if you look at the criteria, see task achievement. Task achievement also contain 25% of your marks. That means if you write anything less than 150 words, that means you will definitely lose a lot of marks in your task achievement. That will lower your band score. Then Then the next one is use proper vocabulary and grammar. Yeah, try to use grammar and vocabulary, like don't use the same word every time. Try to paraphrase the word or try to find something that has a similar word or synonyms. I have made a particular video of synonyms. If you want to check that video, I'll leave the link in the description. You guys can check that video. Then next one is maintain continuity and with transition word. Try to use linking words. Linking words are very important and it comes under the criteria of vocabulary range and accuracy. It comes under the criteria in this linking words. Linking words is one of the most important criteria that the examiner will look for in your IELTS writing test. Don't give your opinion. Yeah, never try to give your opinion in writing task 1. Especially in task 1, don't give your opinion. They don't ask you for your opinion. They ask for the information that they are showing you in the bar graph. Just try to depict the information that are shown in your bar graph. Don't give your opinion in that. Then read and understand the questions. Obviously, if you have a graph in front of you, you can contain certain information, yet do not straight to answer the task. Do not go straight away to answer the task. Try to understand the question properly and then move on to the task. First of all, try to find the key notes. Then see, the next point is definitely identify and note the key information. The key information has to be underlined or noted because these are the information that you have to use in the essay. One special thing that I would like to mention is you don't have to write each and everything that is presented in the graph. If you write everything that is present in the graph, your marks will deduct. They will deduct your marks. So don't write everything that is shown in the graph or in the diagram. Try to write only those points that are very important, and information that has some meaning to the graph. Write only those type of those information. Don't write each and everything. Writing each and everything will definitely reduce your marks. Then the next one is start with paraphrasing the question. The first sentence that you will write is paraphrasing the question. And see, remember, however, it is very crucial and the graders look for this as it contributes 25% of the marks. See, your task achievement and the way you present your essay contain 25% of the marks. See, grammatical range and vocabulary and accuracy. This is the one that will be looking for your paraphrasing, your different type of word. Don't pay huge attention. Pay a great attention to your grammatical range and accuracy. Don't do silly grammatical mistakes and all those. Try to pay more attention to your grammatical accuracy. Explain in detail and use numerical data. Explain. You don't have to explain everything, just the information that are important. Explain those information and use numerical data. They will definitely award you. I would like to say that they would award you if you use numerical data. Don't go for words. Even if they have numerical year or numbers, try to use those words, those numbers. Now here are a few vocabulary that are very grateful for IELTS writing task 1, especially if there is up verbs, then use grow, leap, rise, peak. Leap means to jump. I think you can understand that. Then down verb, decline, fall, back down, descend. Descend means to, you say the descending order means to go down. Okay. Adjectives: drastic, dramatic, tremendous, rapid. These are the words to represent the speed. Adverbs: drastically, dramatically, tremendously, rapidly. Steady adjectives: steady, constant, uniform, moderate. These are the vocabulary that if you use, you will definitely improve in your band score. So try to use these vocabularies. Now I have prepared an essay for you guys. Let's practice it together. So let's see. The bar graph gives information about the share of adults in the United States who uses the internet sorted by age group in 2019. The question is saying that the number of people using internet in 2019, but they has divided into different age group. Now let's look into the graph. Here it is share of population and the age group is divided into 4 different age group. First one is 18 to 29, the second one is 30 to 49, the third one is 50 to 64, and the fourth one is above 65. they has divided into 4 different group of people. The first paragraph is just the paraphrasing of the question. I have mentioned 4 different groups here and nothing much. See, we can see that the share of adults in USA using internet in 2019 sorted by the age group of 18 to 29, 30 to 49, 50 to 64, and above 65. I have mentioned 4 different groups that we already see in the graph. Then the second paragraph is the statistics clearly illustrate that 100% of the US adult of 18 to 29 age group are internet users, and the internet users population gradually decreases with respect to increasing age group. This is the key factor that we see in our graph. See, the complete 100% people are using internet at the age of 18 to 29, and as you see that the age is increasing, the number of people using internet is decreasing. So this is also one of the most important key features to mention. So we mentioned these 2 information. Then in the third paragraph we mention is, as it is shown, 18 to 29 age group being the highest internet using populace. See the word I have used, populace. See here already I used the word population once. See, I used population once. So why to use population again? So I used another word, populace. This is also a very unique word that you can use to increase your band score. See, we find 30 to 49 age group to be the second highest with a population of percentage of 97%. So here again I use the word populace. You can use something else as well. So now I mentioned the first one is 18 to 29 age group using internet of 100%, and the second highest is at the age of 30 to 49 using the population of people using internet is how much? 97. So these are the two second one and the first one I mentioned. Now let's move on to the third and the fourth one. Whereas the internet user further decreases in the case of 50 to 64 age group at a percentage of 88, which gradually further lowers to 73 with respect to age group above 65. See, here I have linked 2 different sentences using which gradually further. See, gradually this is a linking word I used, gradually. So try to use this sort of linking words that will definitely increase your band score. So in the last paragraph I used, it is clear that the US every youngster used the internet in the year 2019. That means because we already saw that 18 to 29 age group people used internet up to 100%. So every youngster used internet in 2019. See, here I used another word, youngster. You can use youngster to represent any young people, any group of young people. And as we consider people above 30 and middle-aged citizen, see, above 30 is something, and middle-aged means the people in between the age group of 50 to 64. This is called middle-aged. So use this type of words. The user percentage has lowered to 97 and 88. 97 is for 30 age group people and 88 is for middle age group people respectively, with citizens above 64 having the least internet users percentage of 73. See, in the last paragraph I have just what I did, I just summarized. Your last paragraph has to be summarized, summary of the entire essay or entire task 1 has to be a last paragraph has to be the summary of the entire paragraph that you just. So that's it for today. If you have learned something new from the video, then like the video and subscribe the channel to see more interesting video on IELTS. And that's it. Stay safe, stay healthy. Bye.